Okay. This is the lunar module. This is the cockpit. Diameter 7 feet 8 inches. 235 cubic feet. Temperature 75. Oxygen 100%. Habitable volume 160. So, this is the joystick that Neil Armstrong used to get into the moon. So let me put my Slurpee down here, my $5 Kennedy Space Center Slurpee that I could have got for 60 cents at 7-Eleven. See? There's the Earth. See it? Earth, right there. So one of the things that he did, which I thought was amazing, Neil Armstrong, is he actually had a spacesuit on while he landed. Because when they landed, I think he waited about, they said 9 minutes, and then he decided to go out. So that's not enough time to put the spacesuit on. So clearly he had the spacesuit on before. He was anticipating the landing. And when your life's on the line, remember, he had to do a manual override. So when he did a manual override, your life's on the line because the autopilot didn't work. So he grabbed the joystick right there. And all these little buttons. Now, when you have astronaut gloves on, I just wore them. I couldn't even move my finger left or right. It was like, I felt like I had no control over anything in my extremities around my fingertips, my opposable thumb, like nothing. So I think it was really quite amazing that Neil Armstrong was able to touch all these knobs and put his life on the line while he was wearing a spacesuit, which was not part of protocol, and landed this thing on the moon. That was really quite an achievement. I know if my life was on the line, I would certainly have my spacesuit to pull all those knobs. I mean, if you screw up and die, it's no big deal. But he had his gloves on. He was wearing a spacesuit when he landed, and as you can see, that's a very tight squeeze. So, doesn't really make any sense, but that's just the type of guy he is. He likes to risk his life and make things harder than they have to be. You be the judge. Not a whole lot of room in here, guys. You're talking 160 cubic feet. That's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. And he had a spacesuit on. Cool.